हरे बोलो हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे बोलो
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे. हरि बोल, हरि 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 बोल. Thank you so much, Dishti Mataji.
वेलकम
Okay,
माता जी.
Hari bol. The next one to go is Viraj Prabhuji.
Hari Hari Bol.
I'm going to unmute you, Viraj Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, so I'm going to act like this is a real iPad, but I made this with cardboard.
Very smart.
Hari bol. So what will you do with the iPad?
I guess I'm going to watch some, I guess I'm going to listen to bhajan.
So let's pretend you're playing a bhajan and sing that also. Just two lines.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari bol. Thank you so much. Okay, next. Who wants to go next? Aradhya Mataji.
Mataji, I'm not ready.
Okay, Hari bol. No worries. Who wants to go next? Raise your hand quickly. Drishti Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, this is a bottle and I will use it like a mic.
Okay, Hari bol. Go ahead.
Nice choice. Hari
Sing
Hari Bol.
something.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hari bol. A big Hari bol for Drishti Mataji. Hari bol.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, we can also play that you got you say you played something with us that you will say something and we have to bring from our home. I
Yes,
think.
yes. No,
Yeah.
yes. We'll
Can we
play
play
that.
today?
No, not today. Okay, so Parinita Mataji next. Okay.
So I got a purse over here and I will like act as like it's a notebook and I'm going to take notes of the class.
Hari bol. Hari bol.
So how
Okay.
are you going to do that?
Yes, do you want to demonstrate? How will you do that? करके दिखाओगे? लिख कर. Yeah. Hari bol. Very nice. Okay, Pratish Prabhuji, you want to go next? Pratish Prabhuji. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Prabhuji. Yes, we can hear you.
Mataji, I am saying that I have not got any ideas, so let me see some ideas, then I will.
Sure. Perfect. Sure. Niharika Mataji, you want to go next? You have to turn on your video for that.
Mataji,
Mataji, I have not decided yet.
Okay, sure. Aradhya Mataji, you've decided?
yes.
Okay,
Mataji,
go ahead. Yes.
This is a phone. I will make this a phone of Charan Krishna ji.
Oh, Hari bol. And then what will you do? You will touch the feet of Lord Krishna, lotus feet of Lord Krishna.
Oh, I will I just have a flower. 1 second. I will offer flower. I will do puja. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Aswati Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki Jai.
Hari bol. Hari bol. Oh, so sweet, Radha Mataji. Hari bol. Yes, we all need to cling on to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, who can help us. He and he can only help us. Hari bol. Thank you so much, beta. Okay, Radha Mataji or Vidit Prabhuji, out of you, anybody wants to go, you have to raise your hand. I'm not able to see either of you. Vidit Prabhuji, I'm not able to see you. Okay, Maithili Mataji, you go ahead first because I can see your hand. Raise. Yes.
Yes, Mata. Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Vidit.
So this is a highlighter.
Hmm.
And I'm going to use it as a paintbrush. And I'm going to paint something.
Okay.
And now I have painted Lord Krishna.
Hari Hari, such a beautiful painting of Lord Krishna. Hari bol. Thank you so much. Hari Hari, big Hari bol for Maithili Mataji. Hari bol. Just do a couple of more for devotees who will raise hand. Then we'll quickly move on to our next activity. So raise hand. Diksha Mataji, you've done. I cannot see anybody's hand. Dishti Mataji, you've done. Radhe Mataji, you've done. Vidit Prabhuji, okay. I'm going to unmute you.
Mataji, this is a bat. It is used for hitting sixes, but I will use it for a guitar. Da-da. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hari bol. Hari bol. Nimishra Mataji, I'm just going to unmute you. Okay, Hari bol. Yes, Nimishra Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, this is a paintbrush and I will use this as a pen and I will write the Mahamantra on this paper, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hari bol. Hari bol. See, all of you are so creative. Amazing. Hari bol. Okay, so we will now move on to our next activity, which is chapter 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam. So let me quickly share my screen and we can start with the prayers. So we can do the prayers together. All of you can do the prayers. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiryate Nashtaprayeshva Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagvatya Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarane. Okay, Hari Bol. So we'll start with the class. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
So a very big Haribol to all of you. I know it's been so long, so I thought that I'll just get all the bigs all together for all of you. So I guess hope you still remember me. Okay, so as we were discussing Bhagavatam and we were doing Canto 1, so today we are doing chapter number 4. So the name of the chapter is The Appearance of Srimad Narad. Sorry, Srimad. I just read the slide and got confused. Yeah.
Yes.
The appearance of Sri Narad. Okay, so today, as you have remembered that in chapter 3 also, the rishis were asking questions. Okay, so now let us move to this chapter. So tell me one thing. Let's say if I have to be friend with Pratyush Prabhuji. Okay. So Pratyush Prabhuji, if I have to be your friend, so what shall I do? Shall I ask more question about you?
I'm going to unmute Pratish Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Right. So what do you think, Diksha Mataji? What will happen if I'll ask so many questions to Pratyush Prabhuji?
Mataji, if you have any doubt about if you want to ask about Krishna or if you ask
No,
about
no, no. I'm just simply asking you that if I want to know Pratyush Prabhuji specifically, like what he likes, okay, or what he looks like, or where he put up, right? So I have to ask question, right or wrong,
yes, Mataji, yes.
right? And Drishti Mataji, do you agree to this thing? The more questions I will ask, the more knowledge I'll get. Yes.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. So thank you. So what happened over here is why the sages are asking question. First of all, they are very curious. They are very curious to know about Krishna. Okay, so they wanted to know all the pastimes of Krishna. They wanted to know what Krishna has done and who all are those people who are involved in that process. Okay, they want to know all of it. So do you remember that in which forest we are?
Raise your hand. Who
Raise your
remembers?
hand. Then Mataji will unmute you.
Yes, so I'm going to unmute Diksha Mataji because I can see Diksha
Oh
Mataji's
my
raised
God,
hand.
we have so many hands.
Hmm. Yes, Diksha.
Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes, beta, we can
Yes,
hear you.
Mataji, you're audible.
Mataji, the forest name was Naimisharanya.
Yes, so we are
Very
in the
good.
forest of Naimisharanya, and you remember that sages had many questions to ask Sutta Goswami, right? They were having so many questions. Those Sutta Goswami really answered their question in the earlier chapters as well, but they still had a lot of questions. You know, when you want to know someone, we say this thing now. Knowing someone is a lifetime process, okay, because we keep on evolving and we keep on changing as per the nature, but there is so much to Krishna. We know now that Krishna is infinite, so whatever we hear, it is never going to be ample for us, right? So the more and the more we will hear, the more and more we will get to know, right? So that's why they all are asking question to Sutta Goswami. Now we have one Rishi who is the leader of all the sages, and he's asking questions to Sutta Goswami. Now the name of the Rishi is, does anybody know that? Okay, okay. Vidit Prabhuji gave a good laugh. Yes, Vidit Prabhuji, now it's your turn. Who's the leader? Do you know?
Shaunak Rishi.
Rishi, right. So Shaunak Rishi, he's the leader of all the assembled sages, and he asked question that, Oh Sutta Goswami, please tell us all about the Srimad Bhagavatam. Right. He asked his first question that please tell us about Srimad Bhagavatam. We really want to know about Vyasdev. Who wrote in Bhagavatam and what inspired him to write it, right? Now we have this Bhagavatam, but definitely there is something now, whatever we do. See, like right now, you people are drinking water. Some of you are drinking water. So why are you drinking water? Because you're feeling thirsty, right? So that's why they wanted to know that Bhagavatam was written, but what was the reason? Like why? What inspired him to write it? So his son, Sukhdev Goswami, we know this thing that he was a pure devotee of the Lord, but he looked like a madman. He looked like a madman, and people used to think that he is crazy. Nobody knew that he was a pure devotee until he reached Hastinapur. Now, in Hastinapur, do you know who was the king of Hastinapur? No, okay. I don't know whether you're raising hands for this question or for the last question. Anyone? Mataji, do we have any new hands?
Sorry, I was talking on mute. Yes, so Diksha Mataji's raised hand and Maithili Mataji's raised hand and Garv Prabhuji's raised hand. So the question is, at that point of time, who is the king of Hastinapur? So I'm going to, Maithili Mataji, I'm going to unmute you.
Mataji, Parikshit Maharaj.
Hari Bol,
Very
Parikshit
bold.
Maharaj
Very
was the
nice. Yes.
king. Big clapping for you. Okay.
Yes.
So now, so people have these questions. You will see that they are very curious about things. They want to know about everyone, whosoever is related in the process of this devotional service towards the Lord, and whosoever has been the part of, you know, giving a better opportunity for the people of Kali Yuga to perform bhakti. So this is this thing that no one believed that, you know, Sukdev Goswami, who dressed up like a madman, that he is a pure devotee. So they asked that how did King Parikshit meet Sukdev Goswami for the Bhagavad to be sung to him, right? Sukdev Goswami sang the Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, now Shaunak Rishi had asked Sutta Goswami many questions. So you can see that from that time onwards, I have been telling one questions after another, one question after another. So Shaunak Rishi has asked all these questions. He was asking, he asked Sutta Goswami many questions, and these are not only his questions. He's been asking all these questions on the behalf of all the sages who are present there. You can see in the pictures now that all the sages who are there, and Shaunak Rishi, being the leader, is putting forth all those questions, right? Now, they also heard a lot about King Parikshit, and they had many questions about the king too. I told you that they wanted to know about everybody who's involved in that process, right? That who heard Bhagavatam and why that person heard the Bhagavatam from that person only, right? So they had so many questions about it. So now Adya Sita continued Shaunak Rishi. Okay, he's still asking the questions. He says that we really want to know about King Parikshit. He was a great devotee and a great king. He was young, very strong. If you remember that Parikshit Maharaj left everything, and he just started doing, and he started focusing on bhakti only. So that made Shaunak Rishi question this thing, that when we know about King Parikshit, that he being a great devotee and a great king, he was young, he was also very strong, he had all the wealth and everything, like he had everything. So what was the reason that he chose to give up everything and sit on the banks of the Ganges and fast until death? Okay, so they have been putting all these important questions like why? If this is happening, then why it is happening? When Parikshit Maharaj had everything, why? Still why? So it's not like he was attracted to worldly things and had to detach himself. Now, see, we know this thing that Parikshit Maharaj was a pure devotee. Okay, he did it so that he can set an example for us, right? Now, see, many a times it happens now that when we, if you remember that, I'll tell you one short story. I don't know whether you have heard it or not. Once upon a time, there was this woman. So she takes her son to one sadhu. He was just sitting and he was meditating. So the woman says to Sadhu that, you know, Sadhuji, my son eats a lot of sugar. So please tell him not to eat sugar. So Sadhu says, no, I will not do so right now. You bring him after 7 days, or you bring him after a month. So the woman was very confused that why the Sadhu is asking me to come after 1 month. So after 1 month, the woman goes again. Now this time she again asks that Sadhu, my son eats sweets. Okay, please ask him not to eat it. So this time Sadhu said that you should not eat sweets. It is not good for your health. Now the mother said that last time when I came, you did not give him this advice. But this time when I came after a month, you gave him this advice. What's the reason for this? So the sadhu said that when I haven't practiced it by myself, then how can I pass on that advice? Right? So because we are the people of Kali Yuga, we are being we have seen all those, you know, we want reasons and logics behind everything. And see, Krishna consciousness is a pure process of logic. It never says you to just blindly follow something. Whatever there is in Bhagavad Gita, there is a reason behind it, right? And there is a proof of also that. So over there, now Parikshit Maharaj is giving us this example that there is nothing in this world. Even if you have all the riches, if you do not have the devotional service, it's of no use. Okay, so that's why he just left everything. Though he didn't have to, even he would be, you know, taking all of it. He still would have managed, but he did it for us. Now, all these questions were put up. So the sages really wanted to know the answers to their questions. They wanted to learn about Srimad Bhagavatam, and especially they wanted to talk about Vyasdev, the author, right? Now, Sukdev Goswami, we know this thing, that his son and also King Parikshit, Right. So they wanted to ask about all these people. We know that you know the answers. Now see these people. It happens na when we go to our teachers. So we put up all the questions all together. That ma'am, why this is like this? Ma'am, why like it is like
Yes.
that? Ma'am, why it has to be done like this? Ma'am. And then your teacher listens to you very patiently, very calmly, and then after. Teacher gives you all the answer that if you are doing this, then this is the reason of doing it, and if you're doing that, then this is the reason of doing that. So the sages they know this thing that the person knows everything, right? So they says that we know that you know the answers and you can explain clearly to us. Now it happens also now with us when we go to school. Let's say if we have two teachers for one particular subject, still we feel like the other teacher tells us nicely, isn't it? Sometimes you feel now that my SST's teacher who used to teach me in third grade, she was way better than the teacher who teaches me in fifth grade. Okay, that is because they're able to explain us clearly. So over here they are saying that we know this thing that you will be able to explain it to us clearly. So now over here, Shaunak Rishi finished his question. And then he waited for a reply from the great Sita Goswami. It happens now that when we have taken out, so now we also wait. Now this is our turn. We are going to hear. We have asked, we have put forth everything. So now this is our time to answer, get answers. Okay. Now Sutta Goswami very beautifully, he has started answering. Now before going to answers, Mataji, maybe please move towards the first slide and see the questions once
Yes.
again.
Yes. Sure, Mataji. Sure.
Okay. So see, this is the question number one. Why did Vyasdev write the Srimad Bhagavatam after writing the Vedas, Puranas, Itihas? What was his inspiration? Moving to the next question.
Mataji, yeah. Shall we ask? Let anybody read this? They can
Hanji
raise hand
Mataji.
and yeah.
Hanji Mataji, we can.
Okay. So, who wants to read this question? You can raise the hand in the app. It becomes easier if you raise the hand in the app. Okay, Garv Prabhuji, I'm going to unmute you. Somebody who's not got a chance till now. So,
Yes,
yes, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Yes. Can
Why
you
did
read?
Shukdev Goswami?
Yes, go ahead.
Why
Sorry.
did Shukdev Goswami undergo the study of Srimad Bhagavatam, even though he was self-realized?
Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
So, Mataji, we want to move to the next question now.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
We're just reading the questions.
Yes. Okay. Anybody who's not got a chance till now? Parinita Mataji, I'm going to unmute you. Okay.
How did it so happen that King Parishit met this great sage being in the renowned order of life? Why did he spend 7 days and nights with the king?
Hari
Now, see,
Bol.
this was the question that we were discussing, that how they got to meet, right? So these they have put forward. Moving to the next question.
Okay. Niharika Mataji, I'm going to unmute you.
Yes, Mataji. Please describe the birth and the activities of Parishit Maharaj.
Haribol. So now we see that they have asked about three major people. First of all, I cannot see anyone on screen. Like I cannot see most of the people on screen.
With the video on.
Shall I talk like this then? Will it be fine if I talk like this? Okay, so they're talking about three people over here. They're asking that tell us about Vyasdev, tell us about Sukhdev Goswami, his son, and also tell us about Parikshit Maharaj. Okay, any doubts till this part? First of all of you unraise your hands. Unraise it.
As in lower your hand. Yes. All of you lower your hand. And
Lower your hand. Drishti Mataji, Gav Prabhuji, yes. Now, any of you have any doubts till now?
Drishti Mataji, you have a doubt? Okay. So Pratyush Prabhuji has a doubt. Pratyush Prabhuji, you have a doubt? I'm going to unmute Pratyush Prabhuji.
Mataji, you said that Parikshit Maharaj wanted to become an example for us, so that he had show us that he had everything, but then also he left everything and started fasting till death in the bank of Ganges.
Yes.
So Mataji, I want to ask that, but I have heard he did this because when he was going towards the forest, the age of Kali Yuga was starting, so Kali is coming. And then Parikshit Maharaj said that you are not going to enter Hastinapur. So then Kali said it is coming Kali Yuga, so I have to enter. So what he said that you can enter in some few places only. So he said that you can enter in gold, you can enter in the where people gamble and where all the bad activities happen. But
Like-
he didn't think that he was also wearing gold. So Kali also got into the gold he was wearing, and then he started. Parikshit Maharaj started to feel thirsty, and then he went to a sadhu's house. But the sadhu was meditating. Now what happened? He was thirsty because of Kali in him. Then he said to the sadhu, "Please bring some water for me." The sadhu was meditating, so he didn't get to know that. So then after that, after many attempts, he got angry and then he put a snake over the sadhu's body. So
Yes.
then what happened? Thereafter, when the Rishi's son came, he became very angry that, oh, my father is such a great sage. How did he insult my father? So he gave curse to Parikshit Maharaj that in 7 days he will die. And a snake, I don't remember the snake's name. The
Takshak.
snake will
Takshak
kill.
bird. Yeah.
Yes. What, Mataji?
It's the Takshak bird. Takshak snake. Takshak snake is a snake that can fly. Takshak.
Okay, Mataji. Takshak snake will kill. So that's why Parikshit Maharaj started doing on the banks of Ganga. He started and left everything. But
Yes.
Mataji, you said that he wanted to become an example.
Yes, yes. So, Mataji, can I answer this one? Yes. So, Parikshit Maharaj was a pure devotee of the Lord. And if he wanted, he could have counteracted that curse that was given to him. He was a Raj Rishi. That means he had all the powers in the world. He was directly protected by Lord Krishna. So, agar wo chahate, he could have counteracted it. He could have, stopped that curse. But he accepted that curse as the will of the Lord. He said, okay, now is the time that I need to, he was already self-realized. He was already Krishna conscious. But he said, okay, now is the time that I need to detach myself. And I need to, for 7 days, I need to concentrate on Krishna and set an example for people of Kali Yuga, for us. So he, being such exalted devotee with so much of wealth, so much of power, knowledge, direct protection from Krishna, he still renounced everything in the material world to set an example for us. We are nobody in front of Parikshit Maharaj, and we still think this house is mine, this cloth is mine, this diamond jewelry is mine. If you think about it, that's nothing in front of what Parikshit Maharaj had. So that is the example that he's setting for us. Renounce and think about Krishna and observe in the glories of stories of Krishna.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hari Bol.
And the way you narrated this story, Prabhuji, that was so nice. And the facts they were all very clear. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hari 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 Bol for you.
So I don't think so that anyone else have any doubts, so Mataji.
Yes, sure. So we saw that how the sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi asked question, and now it was turn of for Suta Goswami to answer them. So Suta Goswami started narrating the story. He said, long time back, once upon a time, Vyasdev, and I want you to hear this properly because at the end of this we have a short quiz. Okay, so there's some facts here. So just make sure if you want, you can quickly jot down those facts. Okay, you might not remember the names and the facts. So one day, Srila Vyasdev, who is the son of Parashar Muni and Satyavati, he took a bath in river Saraswati and sat down on the shore of the river to concentrate, to meditate. Now, what was he meditating on? So we'll see that. What was he meditating on? Okay. Now, in the picture, observe this picture clearly and raise your hand and tell me, what do you see in this picture? Read it and then raise your hand. Okay, Viraj Prabhu is the first one to raise hand, so I will unmute you, Viraj Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. So, in this picture, there is a person that is researching about the past, the present, and the future. So the
Haribol.
past was that when the things happened, and the present is when the things are happening, and the future is when the things are about to happen.
Yes.
And also he is writing about what he sees, what he is imagining right now about the past, present, and future, so that when the future people see his notes, they will know that he was right.
Yes, perfect. And can you see what is written here? I don't know if it's very small or if it's clear. Where this person is writing, there's something written. Okay, I'm going to give this chance to somebody else. So Maithili Mataji, can you see what is written here where this person is writing?
Mataji, Jyotish, Vedic astrology.
So who is a Jyotish?
माताजी मेरे हिसाब से इस पिक्चर में मैं बताऊं कि मेरे हिसाब से क्या है.
Yes, and then you tell me who is a Jyotish or Jyotishi कौन होता है? Who is an astrologer? Okay.
हाँ मैम. माताजी एक जो एस्ट्रोलॉजर है, एस्ट्रोलॉजर का मतलब है कि मैंने जो दूसरों का भविष्य जानता है.
Yes.
तो वो किसी का, मेरे हिसाब से वो किसी का पास्ट, प्रेजेंट या फ्यूचर, इन तीनों में से कुछ देख रहा होगा. जो उसमें हाथ और एक सर्कल बना है, वो तो सब वो जैसे कि स्कॉर्पियन होते हैं, लिपिया होते हैं, सब वो है.
Yes.
और ज़ोडिएक साइन से तो वो उसके हिसाब से देख रहा है कि उन्हें ज़ोडिएक साइन जिसका भी है उसका क्या पास्ट, प्रेजेंट का फ्यूचर होगा.
Yes, Hari bol. Hari bol. Yes, you're right. So here this person is an astrologer, and what does an astrologer do? An astrologer is able to see a person's past as well as future. So Srila Vyasdev had such powers that Krishna had given him. So he was meditating on the banks of river Saraswati. And what was he meditating on? He was meditating on us. He was meditating on the people of Kali Yuga. He wanted to see what will happen after 5,000 years, 50,000 years, 1 lakh years, 2 lakh years, 4 lakh years. What will happen to us? And what he saw was very devastating. He got so scared when he saw what will happen in the future, right? So again, I'm going to ask you to, this is a picture, observe this carefully and tell me, what do we see in this picture? You can raise your hand. Let somebody new answer. Mania, you want to answer? Mania, you're able to see the picture? You want to raise your hand? You have to raise your hand in the app. Okay, Hare Krishna, Manya Mataji, I'm just going to unmute you. I know everybody wants to answer, but we need to show compassion to our fellow beings, right? Manya Mataji, you're able to unmute? Okay, Diksha Mataji, you go ahead and answer. I think Manya Mataji is having some problem. Yes, beta.
Thank you, Mataji. Finally, I can answer. Mataji, in this particular photo or in this picture, in this pictures, we can see the symptoms of Kali Yuga, like fighting, short life, lazy, unlucky, boring, cannot think, lost, confused, unclear, and so much of things, Mataji, I cannot describe in words.
Yes, Hari Bol. That's right. So that is what he saw, that people were fighting, they were shouting, they have short lives, they're lazy, they're quarrelsome, they're unlucky, they're misguided, and above all, always disturbed. Hare Krishna Manya Mataji, I'll just ask you the next question. So Manya Mataji, can you read this on the screen? Will you be able to, are you able to see this?
Yes, Mataji.
Go ahead.
Oh Krishna, I can see the world will get worse and worse. Please will not have faith in God. They will less in the mode of a godness.
Yes. So he said that, I will see that people will not have faith in God and they'll be more in mode of passion and ignorance. They will be more interested in earning money, enjoying pubs, parties, drinking alcohol, meat eating. There'll be so much of gambling because they have a lot of money. They want to gamble. They want to just, instead of utilizing that money in the service of God and the service of humanity, they just want to spend it on themselves. I have money, let me buy a new bigger and bigger house, more expensive car, rather than for the benefit of people in general. Right? So this is what he saw. This is the kind of picture he saw, and and he got so shaken. He was so scared when he saw this picture. Right? So uh, Parinita Mataji, do you want to explain what do we see in this picture?
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, that in this picture, people are like watching television, letting whatever they want to do on their own, and they're just spending time to themselves, not playing, not doing anything,
Hmm.
and they're just doing whatever they wish upon. And they don't
Yes,
do
yes. And do you see this right hand side? What is this family doing together?
They are watching and they're eating
Yes.
and drinking.
Yes, all of them sitting, watching, eating on the couch.
They don't care what's going around them and what they should do and like, they don't care अगर वो अच्छा काम करे ना करे उन्हें क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है कि उन्हें में क्या शरीर मिले उन्हें तो फर्क नहीं
Right,
पड़ता. They
right.
are least bothered.
Yes, Hari Bol. So they're just interested in sitting, eating, watching. They're not worried about what's happening in the world. And there'll be a set of people who will be dying and who nobody will be taking care of it. So does anybody remembers the shloka that we did yesterday, Bhagavad Gita 1.1.10? Does anybody wants to recite? You have to raise your hand. Diksha Mata, do you want to recite? Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Prayena alpa.
1 minute only. Mataji, just 1 minute only.
Aha,
One.
sure.
Oof. Yes, Mataji. प्रायेणाल्पयुषसभ्य कलावासीना युगे जनः मन्दसुमन्दमातेयो मन्दभाग्य उप्रदृता.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Does anybody knows the meaning of this shloka?
Mataji, can I only?
Ah, yes, beta. Sure. Go ahead.
Mataji, in this shloka, Srimad Bhagavatam is, O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed.
Yes, Hari Bol. So yes, that is what we see in the picture, right? They have short life, they're unlucky, they disturb their, they're fighting, they're quarreling. That is exactly what we are. This whole thing is nobody else but us only. To some degree, we all fight, we all are lazy, we all are unlucky. All of us are unlucky, and we misguided. We are so influenced by television, Google. So we misguided. We're lazy. We have short lives. So this is our feature. This is our symptoms. Parinita Mataji, you wanted to say something? I've just unmuted you.
Yes, Mataji, like in that picture, there was also that there was the volcano or something was
Yes.
tearing and was
Yes.
coming in. Some people even died, but this family was least bothered and
Yes.
like nothing was affecting them, and they're living in such a bad place. And
Yes.
everything is so badly kept.
Yes. And
It's
why
so
it is the
messy.
volcano coming? Because Mother Nature is saying that I've had enough. There are three kinds of klesh or problems. Klesh is it's called Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik. Adi Devik means that problem that comes from Mother Nature, floods, pandemic, volcano eruption. Then you've got drought. Adi Bhautik, that pain that we get from other people. Somebody hurt us, some mosquito bit us, it's some tiger ate us. Adi Devik, the pain that we get from our own mind. So all these kind of pains or kleshas as they call, they'll be at the maximum level in the age of Kali Yuga. Okay, so before we go ahead, does anybody wants to recite the shloka one more time? Vidit Prabhuji, you want to try? I'm going to unmute you. Are you able to unmute yourself, Vidit Prabhuji? Otherwise, we will move ahead. Hare Krishna, Vidit Prabhuji, you are able to unmute yourself?
Mataji, what can I do? Spam is calling me again and again.
Okay, no worries. So can you recite the shloka? Do you want to recite the shloka of Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.10?
Yes, Mataji. Prayane alpa ayushah sabhya kalavasmin yuge janah mandah sumanda matayo manda bhagya upadhrutah. O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, men almost always have but short lives. They are quarrelsome, lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. Name Sharanya sages to Suta Goswami.
Hari bol. Okay, so let's move ahead. So now, Srila Vyasdev, he's a Vaishnava, he's a pure devotee. Now, what is the quality of Vaishnava? One of the quality of Vaishnava has a lot of qualities. पर उनकी एक सबसे important quality होती है, he's para dukh dukhi, that he is upset when somebody else is upset. When somebody else is suffering, he's sad. He cannot see that person suffering. So he said, I have written Vedas, and the Vedas have given the method of how we can purify our material activities. That means people still continue to do their material activities like eating, sleeping, mating, working, but they can purify those activities if they do it as it is prescribed in the Vedas. But that Veda is very complicated and people will not know what to read, what to understand. So he said, let me divide the Vedas into four. Okay, so what he did was he divided that one Veda into four Veda. Does anybody knows the name of the four Vedas? Okay, so I'm assuming whoever is raised hand knows the answer. So just make sure you. Okay, so Maithili Mataji, I'm going to unmute you.
Yes, ma'am. One of the Vedas name is Rigved, Atharved, Yajurved, and one more was
Samved.
Samved.
Yes, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Yes, so he divided
But
this one
what
Veda.
was the main Veda's name, or the
I-
name of the Vedas or Veda?
Yes, the main Veda was only called Veda. And then he divided into four Vedas. Right? Vidit, can you open the door, beta? Okay, yeah. Okay, Haribo. So let's move on. So then he divided that Veda into four Vedas because he wanted everybody to read their specific section. So remember we learned about Varna Ashram. So as per the Varna Ashram, every Varna Ashram has its own Veda. So they can just specifically read that. A Kshatriya can read his Veda, a Shudra can read his Veda, and a Brahmana can read his Veda, and they can be uh, purified in the material activities. So remember, this point is very important. So what does the Veda do? Vedas purifies everybody in their material activity. It still does not talks about spiritual activities. It does not talks about how to get spiritualized. Okay? So then after he did it, then he said, okay, I need to assign this Veda to somebody. So each and every Veda got a Rishi who could take care of it. So Rig Veda, Palya Rishi was responsible for Rig Veda. Vaishnapayan Rishi was responsible for Yajurveda. Jaimini Rishi was popular for Samveda, and Sumanta Muni and Angira was responsible for Atharveda. Then he paused for a moment and then he thought about some other kind of peoples. So now tell me, what do you see in the picture? So raise your hand, Parinita Mataji. Uh, what do you see in this picture?
Mataji, in all or in the first one?
Uh, what do you see in this picture? 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 What do you see in this picture?
Mataji, in all or in the first one?
Whatever, you can describe all the pictures.
Okay. So in the first picture, there are kids and they are happy and they are playing, and the weather is also very good. And in the second picture, there's a mother. She's making food, and her child is over there, and they are very happy. In the third picture, there's an old lady, and she's stitching something or she's making something,
Yes.
and she's happy doing it. And in the fourth picture, there's another old lady who's standing and smiling. She's happy with what she has.
Yes. So Srila Vyasdev was thinking about these people. So who are these people? Radhya Mata, do you want to answer? Who are these people? In our normal life, if you look around, who are these people?
Mataji, these people lead a very simple and blissful life. They live in villages,
Yes.
even though they have to face problems like people in cities, but they are satisfied also somewhat.
Yes, yes, that's right. So these people are people who are simple. So they're children, mothers, grandmothers, you and me. So he was then meditating upon us. So he was so merciful that he thought about us, children, mothers, and grandmothers, and females. He said, it'll be very difficult for them to read Vedas because of their morning to night duty. Because a mother has a full-time job, and today's Mother's Day. Please do remember to wish your mothers a very happy Mother's Day, because your mother has a 24/7 job, like 12 months, 7 days a week, and 24 hours she's on the job. Even when she's sleeping, she would take care of the child, you know so he Srila Vyasdev was thinking about us. He was so merciful. Then he said that, what about children, what about mothers, grandmothers, how would they understand Vedas? So he said, let me write stories for them, because everybody loves stories. I love stories. Children like stories, right? Do you all like stories? Give a thumbs up if you like stories. Yes. So he said, let me write stories, and I'll write story in such a way that through that one story, they will know how to apply the Vedas. And can you guess what that story was? It was one epic that he wrote. Again, raise your hand who wants to answer. Only two hands are raised right now, Methli Mataji and Parinita Mataji. Anybody else wants to try? What story was it? What story do you think he wrote? It was also called Itihas. Garv Prabhuji, you want to try? It was an epic. Okay. Everybody's reading it. Okay, Methli Mataji, you go ahead.
Mataji, I think he wrote Mahabharata.
Yes, Hari Bol. And Mahabharata is in Itihas. So it is not a mythology like people call it. Itihas is in Hindi word for history. So he wrote Mahabharata, and in Mahabharata, every action is related to how we should apply the Vedas. It clearly says who is bad and who is good, and it is simplifiedly explained so that you know कि आपको पांडवास का साथ देना है कि आपको कौरवास का साथ देना है, right? So he said, okay, for my dear children and my mothers and grandmothers and sisters and who will be born in the age of Kali Yuga, I am going to write Mahabharata, the beautiful stories of Mahabharata, which was called the fifth Veda. So we had four Vedas earlier, and this Itihas is called the fifth Veda. Clear to everybody? But after doing all of these, he was thinking, no, I've done everything. I have divided the Vedas for the people in Kali Yuga. I have written Mahabharata for children and grandmothers, and but I'm not happy. I'm just not happy. My heart, it's sad. My heart is sad. What is wrong? What have I done wrong? Did I not do things properly myself? Did I not follow Vedas myself? So he thought to himself. So उन्होंने सोचा, उन्होंने बोला, I worshipped the Vedas before I wrote it. I even worshipped my Guru Maharaj, my spiritual master, which is Narad Muni. So I did that also. Then he said, I even performed yagya before I started writing all of these, before I divided the Vedas, before I started writing. And I'm also coming in disciplic succession. And how is he coming in disciplic succession? Because this Veda was first narrated by Krishna to Brahmaji, because the Brahmaji is the first born material entity. Then Brahmaji told this Veda to his son Narad Muni. Narayan, Narayan. And Narad Muni, who is the spiritual master of our Srila Vyasdev, told Veda, all the knowledge of Veda to Srila Vyasdev. So he said, whatever knowledge I have is authentic because it is coming from Krishna. From Krishna, it went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji told to his son Narad Muni, and Narad Muni is my spiritual master. So he's given me that information. So this knowledge is definitely authentic. Now, why am I not satisfied? Why is there something in my heart which tells me I'm not satisfied? And then while he's contemplating, he's thinking, I'm not happy. Something happens. At that same time, Narad Muni arrives to his cottage, to that to his cottage near river Saraswati. And Narad Muni, who knows everything and who's traveling all around, he could understand that his disciple needs help, that his disciple was distressed, he was not happy. So he arrived there. And when Srila Vyasdev saw his Guru Maharaj, his spiritual master, he was so happy. He got up from his seat, he paid obeisances, he did danvat pranam kara. फिर उन्होंने उनको एक आसन ऑफर करा. And then both Narad Muni and Vyasdev sat, and Vyasdev was very disturbed, and Narad Muni could see this, and Vyasdev wanted help from his spiritual master, who is Narad Muni, to tell him, why am I not happy? I've done so many things. मेरे को खुशी क्यों नहीं मिल रही? I still think people of Kali Yuga will not be happy with what I've done. It is not going to help them. Why? So he has this question, why? And what did Narad Muni say? इसके लिए keep on watching for the space, because we will discuss this the next time. Okay, so that was the story for today, and I'm going to unmute all of you. Just have compassion for each other, and we will do a quick activity. So
Mataji, first I want to ask my doubt.
yes, go ahead. You ask it out. Okay. Let me unmute all of you. Let's first clear all your doubts. So Metli Mataji, you can go ahead first, and then Diksha Mataji, and then the rest of you. Okay. Yes, Metli Mataji.
Mataji, my doubt is that Srila Vyasdev was sitting near the Saraswati river, but we cannot see the Saraswati river.
Here, sorry. Okay. Here it is. Do you see Saraswati River?
No, Mataji, in the
Actually, it is
picture
hidden.
which is
Here it is. Or if you look at the other one, actually there is a, you see the river here? Because he's speaking something, he's thinking something, the river is hidden. Let me show you a picture where the river is clearly visible. Here it is.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, here also the river is there, but if you see just below the Vedas, the river is blowing. Not blowing,
Yes.
flowing. Right? Hari bol. Okay.
She
Diksha
is hidden, but
yes.
is she visible or is she hidden in that time?
No, she's river. The river is Srila Vyasdev is sitting on the bank of river Saraswati. वो actually वो picture है इसलिए आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, but there is a river flowing there. Okay. Okay. Diksha Mataji, you want to answer ask your question, beta?
Mataji, Mataji,
Yes, Mataji, I want to ask a question that Mataji, if Srila Vyasdev, I am very confused with the name of Srila Vyasdev. Actually, in Ramayana, Mahabharata, and in every granth there is a name of Srila Vyasdev. Like if we talk about Mahabharata, he has married, he has gave sons to Ambalika and
Ambika, Amba and Ambika. Ambalika did not marry. No, there was.
No, Mataji, Amba did not.
Ambika and Ambalika, yes.
Yes,
two sisters.
Mataji.
Yeah.
And Mataji, and if we talk about Ramayana, he has been in the way of Sri Ramji. He has given some important things to Ramji, that do this, we have to do this, and Ramji said, okay Muni, whatever you are saying, I will keep it in my mind. So he has also he has also given Gyan to Shila Lord Ram. So Mataji, I don't know now which Vyadev is this.
Yes. So Vyasdev was born in the age of Dwapar Yuga. He was not born in the age of Treta Yuga. That must be an incarnation of Vyasdev, but Vyasdev was born in the age of Dwapar Yuga. So he's the person who was born when Krishna was there. And it is said that he's one of the Shaktivesh avatar of Krishna. Remember we talked about the avatars of Krishna?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
so he's one of the Shaktivesh avatar of Krishna. So he has the power. That is the reason why he could see the past and the future, right? Of the yuga. So he saw like an astrologer. Okay. Okay. So Maithili Mataji, you want to complete your
मेरे को
question?
भी
हाँ.
क्लास डाउट था पर दीक्षा माता जी बोलने लगी तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि
Yes.
रुक जाती हूँ।
Go ahead, beta. Go ahead.
तो माता जी मेरे को ये डाउट था कि मतलब वैसे तो व्यास देव ने नहीं लिखी थी, उन्होंने तो गणेश जी को बुलाया था ना लिखने के लिए।
So
पिक्चर में भी दिखाया था।
yes. So I'll explain you. So लिखी थी का मतलब है कि it was compiled by Srila Vyasdev, but it was written by Ganesh ji. It was compiled in the sense वो बनाई श्रील व्यासदेव नहीं थी, उन्होंने डिवाइड करा था, उन्होंने बोला तो कि नाउ से आई एम थिंकिंग एंड आई वांट समबडी टू राइट, सो उन्होंने फिर गणेश जी की हेल्प ली थी लिखने के लिए. ठीक है. ओके. परिणीता माता जी, यू वांट टू आस्क क्वेश्चन? डू यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन? यस दीक्षा माता जी, आई विल कम बैक टू यू.
But I don't have a question, but I just want to say, as you said that उन्होंने लिखने का था, फिर उन्होंने अपना दांत रहा था कि उन्हें कोई पेन या वो नहीं मिला था.
Yes, and Ganesh ji, our cute Ganesh ji, who's always ready to serve Krishna. उनके पास पेन नहीं था तो उन्होंने अपने दांत तोड़कर लिखा था because he wanted to serve Krishna and he wanted to help us, the people of Kali Yuga. सोचो उन्होंने अपना दांत तोड़ दिया हमारे लिए. So we should read at least Bhagavatam, right? And all the Puranas, right? Yes. Okay. Nishta Mataji, do we want to do the activity? I will unmute everybody. Yes, Diksha Mataji, you go ahead first, then I will mute and Garv Prabhuji is also there. Yes, quickly Mataji, please.
My question is left also. I have two questions. So I am still in one question. That in Dwapar Yuga, you have told me that he was born in Dwapar Yuga.
Yes.
So which Vyasdev ji has married? Means which Vyasdev ji has given sons to?
It's the same Vyasdev ji. The same Vyasdev ji has given sons to Ambika and Ambalika.
He is only the Vyasdev
Yes,
ji
yes.
has go to in Kailash Shivji and tell him to please give Ganesha ji for
Yes.
this Mahabharata.
Yes, because Vyasdev ji की mother कौन थी? अभी हमने discuss किया.
Because it was Satyavati.
Satyavati, yes. And Satyavati was the stepmother of Bhishma Pitama. So Satyavati married the father, the king or the father of Bhishma Pitama. Right?
Yes, Mataji, Shantanu.
Shantanu, yes. Hari Bol.
So Mataji, my next question is that and Mataji, I want to say something that these Veds, Yajurved, Samved and Atharved was from the it came from the mouth of Vishnu ji.
Yes. So that is why we say Vishnu ji or Krishna first gave the knowledge of the Vedas to Brahma ji. Brahma ji gave it to Narad Muni and Narad gave it. Okay. So Garv Prabhuji, you want to say something? I'm going to unmute you. Then I'm going to unmute everybody. Nishta Mataji, then we can do the activity after that. Yes.
Mataji, the Ganesh ji has broken his teeth because the Vyasdev was speaking and Ganesh ji didn't like to stop him, so he broke the teeth of him and started writing because Vyasdev was meditating and speaking the whole Bhagavatam.
Yes. So Ganesh ji realized that Vyasdev is meditating and speaking. So he didn't want to disturb Vyasdev. Oh, ruko, main pen lekar aa raha hu. He said, no, I'm not going to disturb Vyasdev because he's speaking. Transcendental knowledge is coming out of his lotus mouth. So let me break my teeth, and he started writing. Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Garv Prabhuji. Hari Bol. So I'm going to unmute. Nishta Mataji, you're able to unmute yourself?
I unmuted me, then you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to unmute everybody so we can do the activity.
Mataji, you between.
Sorry, beta. Go ahead.
माताजी
Hi, yes, Parinita Mataji.
माताजी वो डांस से इंक कैसे आती है लिखने का?
He had ink, but he didn't have the pen.
Oh,
Yes,
अच्छा,
Mataji, but I have also listened about Ganesha ji that when Lord Parshuram came, then he cutted his teeth. But you are saying that he has cutted his teeth when he had to write Mahabharata.
Yes, that is what I have heard. We can verify that. Don't worry. But this is what I have heard.
Mataji,
हाँ जी, beta.
Mataji, do we need the drawing book for
No. We need an act. No, beta, we don't need it. We'll do some very interesting activity. So, if all of you can give us 1 minute, so Mr. Mataji, you want to explain them the activity, and you would really like it. I'm going to stop sharing.
question. I have a question.
Gar Pravati, yes, go ahead. You can go. You can quickly ask your question, then Mr. Mataji will explain the activity.
Mataji, I have one question.
हाँ जी बेटा.
That the teeth